am Jordan Long, and today I'm going to talk about, you know, you get no on look. Well, so it always seems to be this way, but it is what it is. So I've been thinking about things. And you know how some folks, well, they know each other? Well, oh, what I mean to say is, alright. So, alright. So when you have two folks who work together to make a overlap, then who owns it? I would guess it would be half owned between the two who work together to make it. So then there's always going to be these folks out there who think they know, you know, why am I always getting frightened about what to talk about? Like, oh, can't talk about that. I don't know. So it comes back, I do not have the illness. I do not have the sickness. Which that is good. That knocks me off the list of folks who have it. You know. Even though it doesn't mean that I can't get it later, it means I don't have it now. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, oh, well, you know, good for you, Jordan, you don't have the illness. Yeah, it would be bad. You know why? I guess 'cause I keep 6 feet away from someone. But that might shift. You know, I got hand wear on and leer wear on. So that also does it. But someone's going to say, well, what about your ears? Well, I guess there is no truth to the illness going through one's ears hole, I guess. It just seems to go in the mouth and in the nose. A lot of folks think, well, how was it like? What, getting the seat done to me? Someone jamming something up my nose and then tracking to 5 between? Well, not that good. And I had to blow my nose out good before I had it done to me. But I'm glad to say I do not have the illness or the sickness. And it comes back like this. Well, Jordan, you don't have the sickness. Well, that's good to know. You don't got the illness. Well, that's good to know. Well, I guess that puts me off the list, Jordan says. Now I'm off the list of folks who don't have the sickness and don't have the illness. Yes, that's true. You're not on the list. Not that you were on the list to begin with. Yeah, well, at least I know I don't have the sickness and illness. And everyone gives it all kind of unlike names, and a lot of it's borrowed. A lot of the names they come up with for it is borrowed. The head cap illness. Since the illness looks like has white stuff on it, the head cap illness or sickness would probably be what the name of the illness would have been if the borrowed word crown wasn't borrowed in the English. Anyway, so I don't have the sickness and illness. And a lot of folks are wondering, why did I have to go for all that in the first place? Because I'm a show player and a filmmaker, and I'm around folks that may or may not have or have not have the illness. And even though there might be some folks that get the illness but don't show it and it doesn't do nothing to them, but then they might give it to someone it does show and it does do something to them. So that's why I had to go for all that. And I'm glad I do not have the illness. Well, I'm glad I don't have the illness, you know. I'm glad I don't have the illness, and now I'm not on. Now I'm off the list of folks who have the illness. Well, you were not. You were never on a list to begin with of folks who had the illness, but it's good to know you don't have the illness. You know that? Yes, that is good to know that I do not have the illness. That is great. That is good news. Yes, it is. But there are folks in this world, a lot of them, in the hotsteads, anywhere where a lot more folks gather, and those folks sadly have it. And I hope that one day this illness and sickness that Lucifer has made, that God will stop. And I have that belief that will happen one day. You know? So, but I'm happy to say I do not have the sickness and I do not have the illness. And why am I calling it the sickness and illness for? Well, you see, many websteads now are funny about how they let you go, are funny about letting you talk about the illness or sickness. Some of them, if you are a business mate, they may let you make films about it. Some business wise might buy business time on it if you're a mate. But even if you're a mate or not, they're funny about what they'll let you say and what they won't let you say. So you got to come up with ways around it that they're all right with. So as long as I don't call it by its true name or the borrowed words, and I call it a sickness and illness because that's what it is, then I am good. You know? And like I say before I end this film, I do not have the illness, and I believe that one day this illness or sickness that Lucifer has made, God will stop. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.